obviously, there's a little sound issue, so players, coaches, and reporters, please speak up with your questions. We'll start with about 8 to 10 minutes. When you see me to walk up here, we'll start to wrap it up. Congratulations, Parkville players and coaches, state champions.
Josh, start us off. Just give us an idea of your thoughts on this season and also obviously a great performance tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the season, getting over the hump. Obviously, we lost last year, the year before, with that COVID shutdown where we couldn't play. And we brought back some returners who knew what it felt like to lose. And having that feeling every day in practice, off season, just talking about it and staying glued in. We kept communication year round, whether it's just checking in how each other are doing, but just being a family and being able to get through that. I think that's the biggest thing. We're in the locker room at halftime and switch something up and come out and play our game. We knew we did not play a good first half. We had a good 6-7 minutes, but it wasn't a great half. So just staying connected throughout the year and throughout the game.
What specifically, what adjustments were made at halftime?
Halftime, we talked about some of the quick shots we were getting. We are a team that shoots a lot of quick little shots, but we need to make sure the right guys are getting those shots and making sure guys are getting touches inside out, just 1-2 to the paint and getting it outside and hitting threes. But we switched over to a 1-2-2, three-quarter court, fall back to a 3-2. It's only the second time this year we played any sort of zone. First time this year we ever played any three-quarter zone. So it's something new. For us, these kids have been able to be flexible and just be able to adjust throughout the game and throughout the season.
I got two for you, Coach. First off, a lot of people didn't know that the season was dedicated to your mom, and they were asking about the NBC in the back of the warm-up league. Can you talk a bit about how much it means to win a state championship for your tribe?
Yeah, and a few of you guys here know my mom passed away July 11th, so 8 months to the day, today exactly. So I think it was something that, we talked about this season for us was written as a whole. All these guys, these three up there knew what it felt like to lose. They were all crying together. The locker room last year, these guys checked on me, more than, they are my family, these three, and the rest of the team. Multiple guys came to my mom's funeral and supported me, and this year they really stepped up to be kind of, my crutch, my motivation to get up every day and work for them, in addition to obviously my family and my son. But these guys have been amazing through that, and their parents and families and friends should be super proud of them. The kind of character they have as young men.
And second and lastly, what made you not call a timeout with them playing so bad in the first half?
We've done it all year. I'm sure there's a lot of great coaches in the stands, and I'm sure everyone has a different methodology. But I think I've called 2 timeouts in the first half this season. And those of you who've been to some games, I trust my guys. We're going to snap out of it. If we're within striking distance, we're not using those. And I used 4 in the fourth quarter. So that's just what we do. At one point earlier this year, we're down 12 or 13. We didn't call a timeout, fought back and won. I just trust where we're at. No matter the stage, we're not going to, change what we do. And I don't lose faith in these guys as we all saw today.
Thank you, Coach.
Josiah, that third quarter, you really took over it. What was the key for you? What was working on this year?
To get out of my own head and step up for my team and be a leader. And then trust my coach, my teammates to find me and let me continue to get my rhythm throughout the game. But I also trusted my teammates to score themselves.
What is that feeling like when you're in that groove? You had like 14 points in the third quarter, and it really turned the game though.
It feels great. My teammates keep finding me, and I just keep scoring. And then it opens up for the rest of the offense, like Caron scoring his, and then Sincere getting his too.
Josh, a tribute to your depth. 2 guys that are out here at 26 rebounds between them. Talk about that.
Yeah, I don't have to look at it. It's Trey Worsley and Faber Okigwe. And those guys, all year, they're our anchors. They do the dirty work. I don't know how many blocks Faber had, 4 or 5, or 1.
Yeah, they're not.
seemed like he had a lot of.
It won tonight. He's at a game where he had 13 this year. So, I mean, he's affecting shots at minimum every possession. I know Trey got his hands on a few, and those two are just selfless basketball players and selfless people. They nor their families have ever contacted me about running a play for them, minutes, their roles. They just want to win and want to be good teammates. And the numbers showed tonight. I think each of them had, 6 points, 13 rebounds. So, they are a huge part of our game.
To Josiah and Caron, you guys shot a combined 14 and 14 from the free throw line. How'd you stay so poised when the game was on the line in the biggest moments?
Because we've been in that position before. We had to come through and make free throws late in the game. We kept our heads. We knocked down free throws. We practice all the time. And we try to make a good game.
Ron, talk a little bit about this season and this group and just the passion that you guys played with and the common kind of commitment that you made to get this done.
This season, it's been good. We practices, the 5 a.m. practices we had, all of them, and build up all the way up to this point right here. We came so far, and we have it in this league champ.
Sincere, same question, Sincere.
Like Caron said, 5 a.m. practices, down and back sprints, suicides, blood, sweat, and tears. Even some of our players, out of breath, exhausted, throwing up, losing their voice. Coach Josh losing his voice, Coach Vaughn giving it all from the coaching standpoint. Our players actually giving it their all on and off the court. It all has an effect on what we do on the court. It brings us together. It keeps us as a family. We actually, like you said, it all going to add up to us.
Sincere, can you talk a little about being able to come in and provide that spark that you did every time you came into the game?
Really knowing that, I'm a potential starter, that I did start at the beginning of the season, came back, and had to take the bench rule. I just had to embrace it. That was the only thing. Only thing Coach Josh kept telling me in my head was to embrace it. My teammates embrace it. That's the only thing I did. Only thing is not, and Coach Dan even told me, it's not about, who started the game, it's about who finished it. And obviously, being out on the court, have my teammates trust me, even through the ups and downs, it just feels good. And I feel welcome at any standpoint, or even if I'm not playing in that game, I'm always going to give it my all. I'm always trying to help the team as best as I can.
Josh, Baltimore County and City goes 4-0 in state championships here. I don't know if Glenn or Derek or any of the longtime Baltimore people know the last time that's happened, but talk about the statement that that you guys have made collectively this weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
2018? All right, there's your answer.
Somewhat recent, but it's no surprise. You look down those programs, they're great programs. Newtown, we split with them this year. City, they, in some of these off-season leagues, Coach O does an amazing job with them, and they're senior-led. And then Edmonton and Lake, that speaks for himself. I feel like it's their game almost every year. So it's great for the area. We all support each other. I know we have practice, rooting for those guys. I went home, watched, sit next to my son, rooting for those guys. And it's great to see that as a whole, to be, one ball to one.
Very quickly, talk about the schedule y'all played, because it was very difficult this year. Y'all seen Largo, you seen Gaithersburg for that first meeting. So many tough teams. Did it get y'all ready for this game?
Yeah, I think that's what was lacking the prior year. It was tough scheduling, with COVID going into that year last year, having that gap. So it was kind of the games we had or what we had. We didn't have a ton of flexibility at the time, but this year we made it a point. We beat Largo, really good Largo team. We beat Gaithersburg twice this year. We played 3 privates in Calvert Hall, Curly, and Gilman. We split with Newtown. Beat a really good Delaney team who was 18-6 twice. Pikesville, who was ranked, had a really good year. Hereford had a really good year. Lock Raven, who were regional champions. So we really tried to up the schedule and put the guys in some adverse situations to be able to see how they perform and what to expect when we get to this stage. And playing some bigger gyms, just for that depth perception. you see our shooters. There was no surprise there. Playing a Governor's Challenge, which is an amazing event. Gotcha, Marcus. It was an amazing event, being able to play two really good teams with that backdrop and college-sized floors. I think really helped us during this run and really helped us today.
Congratulations, guys.